And the countdown. There we go. Count up now. Right. So, Marty, you son of a bitch. Thanks for joining me.
Hello. I wish I had a muscle mass to give such an epic kind of like handshake, but I don't. It's like a twig trying to slam a rock. But I do have a kick-ass T-shirt. I do have a kick-ass T-shirt saying "Get to the chopper." So
chopper.
Chopper! There's no wars in Austria.
So yes, if people can guess, it's 1987's Predator, as I thought it was when it was first announced, because I couldn't fucking spell or read back then. So yeah.
Predator. That movie. You watched that one movie?
It was in the Free Cinema magazine, and it was like Arnold Schwarzenegger. It had no pictures because no one knew what the Predator looked like back then, and it was just like Arnie's new film is a science fiction Predator or Predator. I thought.
I'd say the crew and the director didn't know what the Predator looked like back then because they had to stop filming because Boss Studios made, instead of an indelible monster, they made a Power Ranger villain, which later got recycled by NECA to make a Diamengi, but that's a whole other story. So, but luckily, you know the story about Stan Winston and Jim Cameron on the plane, right?
Yeah, you go ahead and tell it.
Yeah. So the obviously the whole movie rested on the creature, and Boss Studios had fell through. So Arnie said, "I worked with this guy, Stan Winston, on Terminator. Maybe we can contact him and see what he can do." So he was contacted. He said, "Sure, I'll do it." And he's trying to come up with ideas. And he was on a plane ride to Japan promoting Aliens. And Jim Cameron was like, "Hey, you know something, Stan? I'd always like to see a monster with mandibles." And Stan Winston's like, "So fucking what? Mandibles? That's a great idea. That's a fucking brilliant." Yeah.
Terrible idea.
So that's how the Rastafarian warrior came about.
Yeah, because Stan Winston was, he had a picture in his office wall of a Rastafarian warrior, and he thought, "Ooh,
yeah.
If I mix that and this, cha-ching."
Other little stories. Everyone knows that before the creature was changed, it was Van Damme.
And it should have stayed Van Damme.
Van Damme actually does make it in one scene in the movie where the Predator backhands him. Dutch. That's actually Van Damme getting backhanded because Arnie's like, "I'm not getting fucking slapped by that thing." But
well, I also think there's in red suit Van Damme, when Hawkins is dragged away through the jungle, they just they use that footage instead of filming it again. But yeah,
that's why some of the stuff doesn't line up. They did mix in some stuff. For example, Blaine's death. Originally, the first Predator creature, the Diamengi creature, we'll call it, uses a flechette launcher, it's a barbed tip. It's actually the same weapon that Ruben Blades is trying to pull out of the grate in Predator 2.
Yeah, that's it.
That hits Blaine in the throat first. That's why there's a splash of blood before the actual plasma caster hits him.
Yes. It's always bothered me that until yesterday when I found out, or today I found out about that when I watched it yesterday. And then, you see him go, "Oh, what hit me?" And then suddenly, bang, his chest explodes.
Yeah, so they kind of, it still works though. It's like, again, you're not really fucking going to be nitpicking plot pieces of like these big fucking action figure men fucking shooting an alien like.
Aren't you? Right, hang on. Let's see where
sad bastards like us will, but the regular man on the street.
Your average Joe, wouldn't care two hoots. Right, so where are we? Oh, hang on. Got my volume up. So the 20th Century Fox logo is purposely out of whack because John Material wanted to film in anamorphic widescreen and they wouldn't let him. So then he changed the 20th Century logo so it looks weird. But there you go. Right. Have you got yours up?
Quick question for you, dude.
Oh shit.
If you had the option, would you have the spaceship coming in the scene?
Yeah, people have discussed this, haven't they? Because it tells you straight away it's an alien.
Yeah.
So, but if you don't have it, you don't know until halfway through the film what's happening.
Like it could, like I always compare this movie to kind of Dusk Till Dawn, where Dusk Till Dawn starts off as like a very kind of typical heist kind of Tarantino-esque movie, and then vampires turn up out of the fucking blue, and that's cool. That's a mixing of genres. It's like you got your Snickers and my fucking Mars bar, like, you know, and that's what I think this movie does as well. It's like you think you're watching a regular kind of Arnie Boyzone adventure movie, and left field there's a big fucking alien, like, you know. It's cool.
Oh yes. Now, Carl Weathers. So yeah, there's a problem with this helicopter. Apparently it comes in, it's got no weapons, and then it lands, it's got weapons. But who am I to judge? I think it's when you see the close-up.
They had to take him off the side so Arnie could stretch his legs. That's why. Okay, boys, Arnie's disembarking. We can put the guns back on now.
And apparently Arnie's cigar is the red light on it, or the burning of it, is digital composition, because he either A, wasn't able to light it, or B, wasn't allowed to light it. So there's two schools of thought.
I'd say it was A, because are you really going to tell Arnold Schwarzenegger, 1987 Arnold Schwarzenegger, he can't light a fucking cigar?
Yeah, not for, out of good reason. So yeah, no smoking on a helicopter. But yeah, you can see the rocket launchers are there now. I think it's an effect that works. I can't tell the difference.
I like Arnie's getup. He looks like he's about to go on a very, very badass golf tour.
So, what was the original title for this?
I think Hunter. Was it Hunter?
Yeah, they filmed it most of the way through it as Hunter. And then it was going to be The Predator, but they thought that's too many letters. So.
Oh, they saved that good title for the Shane Black.
Your favorite one. We should have known.
Fucking. I think.
So, yeah, all of this was filmed in South America, wasn't it? And they all had the shits.
I think the actor playing General Phillips here is Archie Armstrong. He was a big Western actor, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and apparently people thought he was too old to be playing this character, but I've never had an issue with it.
I do remember reading the Dark Horse Predator comics and his character turning up, and back in the day thinking, "Oh, this is cool. I got this character," and then looking back, he's like, he looks nothing like this fucking dude. Nothing.
Very true. The Cabinet Mister. Yeah, something suspicious straight away. Arnie doesn't cotton on.
The world's most masculine handshake ever.
1,000 memes.
You can't play this scene in front of young children in case their balls drop too early. It's just.
Son of a bitch.
It's the noise as well.
It's like fucking when Rocky is punching the meat in the freezer.
Yeah, Stallone's version of Over the Top. No, Arnie's version. Right. So, here we go. So, okay, pop quiz. Name the actor that's in this and Predator 2 that isn't Kevin Peter Hall.
That isn't Kevin Peter. Charlie Tatagi or Kikai? Oh, fuck it. He's a stuntman. He's a Mexican stuntman, I think.
Yeah, that's him.
Tatagi?
Yeah. Scorpion's ready.
And he plays one of the gorillas.
Yeah. Gorillas or gorillas.
Garrett, who's the guy that's in this? Who's the Russian advisor who Arnie like fucking
Has in everything.
goes knock knock. He's
Oh.
he's also in Clerks. He's the mall security or mall rats. He's the mall security guard.
Sven
Mall rats.
something Sven, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now I got a problem. The chat is not showing up for me. Can you see the chat? I'm sorry, everyone. People have been commenting, but I got a blank chat. Hang on, let me click some buttons.
Let me switch to my phone.
Yeah, I can see it on my phone. Sorry, everyone. I might have to. I can't highlight. Ooh, bloody VHS is ahead of me as well. Long tall Sally.
Hey, City Hunter Love. Yeah, the chat showing up.
Yep. Hang on, we'll sort that out now. Right, sorry about this. So, City Hunter Love, hello. Hello, Franz. Hello, Jim. How about something with mandibles? There we go. So, Van Damme chose to leave because he didn't get enough screen time. Yeah, there's two sides to this story, isn't there?
As much as a prick as Van Damme is, at least he fucking threatened to beat the shit out of Steven Seagal at the pool party.
Right, I'm going to leave and come back in and see if I can get the chat up. I'll be right back. I hope.
Okay.
If this works. Oh, if I leave the broadcast, does it quit? I hope not. I don't think it ends it. I'll be back.
I think you should still be. I think it'll still continue.
All
Because
right.
I've accidentally exited out of.
All right, fingers crossed. I'll be back, as he says.
Yes, Slasher Fred. It came out same year as Harry and the Hendersons. Kevin Peter Hall was on a roll. I think he also starred in Star Trek TNG the same year as well.
Hang on, didn't work. Come on, refresh, you bastard. All right, I'm going out again. I'm going to refresh the whole screen. Sod it.
If any of you guys are big fans of Predator and want to check out an awesome Predator collection, actually check out City Hunter Love's collection on Instagram. Her stuff is awesome.
Must be a StreamYard issue. Sorry. I've been out, refreshed, done everything, but I can't see anyone's comments. So I will have to talk to you through my phone. Right. So, who do we get? Rob's.
Well, it's obviously still showing up because it's on the
Yeah, that's working. Hello, Mike, the fifth Beatle. Only one woman, and she isn't a feminist. Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, there's a bit of a backstory here with Dylan. It's a cool effect, but you can do without it. Dark City also gives a bit too much away in the opening voiceover in the theatrical. Can't remember which version I've seen last. Slasher Fred, this movie kind of feels like a pre-Starship Troopers kind of way. Yeah, there's a bit of aliens, but only one in this, isn't there? Because there was going to be a group of them in the original script, but that might be a bit expensive.
Originally as well, Dylan's character was going to be just an out-and-out villain. But the charisma between him and Schwarzenegger, I think McTiernan was like, "No, fuck it, I want to have him, give him some kind of redemption arc."
Yeah,
you know.
Nice. So Austin here, good old Predator. Franz again. R.G. Armstrong was perfect as Pruneface in Dick Tracy. That's where I recognise him from. Pruneface. Thank you.
Dick Tracy.
Calling Dick Tracy. Calling Dick Tracy. So apparently, originally, who is it? Blaine was supposed to be a racist, and then they cast Mac because that's why he's so nasty. Well, Mac was supposed to be a racist as well to Dylan. That's why he spits on his shoe, and then Mac threatens to make him bleed. But they cut out all the racism and just kept the animosity. Soy
Well,
boy.
it works because
Yeah.
you have these kind of hard-bitten commandos, and then you have the CIA spook just coming in out of nowhere calling the shots. And you're
Yeah.
like, why the fuck do we need this donkey with us? Like,
He's also in Warlock, the Armageddon RGs. Soy boys hate that handshake. Yeah, no muscles. The drug dude, I forgot his name. Yeah, that's him. Come on, get it. Scorpio is ready. That's him. Austin. This movie came out the same year that Harry and the Hendersons. That did. Yeah, Kevin Peter Hall played both features. Yeah. Boomer Gareth. Thanks, Mike. When the Mexican, who's the Mexican stuntman who played Chico in The Running Man? He's also in Con Air. No. Mine's as big as a house. Yes, a bit of problematic dialogue there, but it's just a joke, so we take it as a joke.
fun fact with Shane Black turning up as Hawkins, he was brought in just to do a script treatment. And they didn't really add any of his stuff, and they're like, "Do you want to fucking just be in the movie?" He's like, "Yeah, okay, why not?" And he originally had a red beret as well as glasses. Yeah. And he says, "This makes no sense that we're all in jungle camo and I'm wearing this beret." So he fucking threw it away. And he's going to get rid of the glasses, and I think it was either Sonny Landham or maybe it was Jesse Ventura said to him, "Look, that's your thing, that's your character thing. If you get rid of that, you're fucked. Yeah, no one will remember you. You'll just get mixed up with Poncho." But even exactly, Poncho's cool.
Apparently, poor Poncho has to have his arms covered the whole film. He can't show off his muscles because in scenes later on, when he's laying down all most of the film, he got bitten by fire ants and his arms are all bitten and swollen and spot. Now, apparently, this helicopter is still there, hanging in the tree in the jungle. If you want to go visit her, and the site where they go later.
Do you think they left the skinned corpses there as well?
Well, that was going to be my next thing. I'm guessing the rebels stripped the helicopter after shooting it down and kidnapping the people in it. Then the next team came in. The Predator took them out, but he skinned them, but he didn't take their heads.
They weren't good enough. He was an easy kill for him.
Well, yes, they just. Although he cheats a bit because he just takes out anyone before they know he's there.
Yeah, that's why I prefer. I call it blasphemy, but that's why the City Hunter is my favorite because he's got the biggest fucking kill count, and he just doesn't fucking stand in a high spot and start shooting guys. He comes in and does a bit of damage. Like,
he does get up close and personal straight away, doesn't he? Carl Ciafraleonio. He was in a load of TV films at the time. Thank you, Dr. Impossible. Always welcome. We'll never get a movie like this again. The world couldn't handle it. No. 8 guys in the screen at one time or whatever it is. No. Not going to happen. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good evening, Jay. Sorry. I've noticed how even though it is an action and adventure movie, it feels like a horror movie, much like the original Terminator movie, both starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yes, I always thought this is a horror when I heard about it because it was like people being skinned alive and spines ripped out and people butchered, and because Mac's head explodes even though his skull is pretty...
I have an issue with that.
So why?
It's like his head pops and then Dylan peeks out and he just sees his head flop back.
Yeah, it looks like
there should be nothing, or at least there should be a big fucking fist-sized hole where his face was.
But then you see the skull later, and it's just got quite a big wound, but not what exploded earlier. Right. Being an a-hole. Oh, he was taunting them being an a-hole. They're going to retcon it where Dutch is a 5'5" and completely inept and gets ordered around by strong females. Well, I'm back.
That's a hot take.
Could happen. Right, where are you at?
I'm Billy is drinking
that's
some
exactly
water
right.
out of a tree.
Stupid VHS.
Do you want me to pause it?
No, I paused the VHS as I had because that's exactly where I am. He's just turned around because it's supposed to be Billy is supposed to be psychic and senses or something.
They kind of hint at this. There's a a similar kind of character called Enya Kakage. Kanagi? Fuck it. Jesus Christ, I'm desperate to play. There's a Native American character in a comic called Predator Big Game who he's talking to his grandfather, and his grandfather said that the certain native tribes could sense the Yautja or Yaucha. I have terrible issue trying to pronounce this because there's so many different ways to pronounce it. Just like fucking heesh.
Yeah, when did it first come out? Was it in the comics in the 90s?
No. Yes and no. So the inspiration for it was they released the Alien vs Predator comic, and then it was adapted. That comic, the first Alien vs Predator comic, was adapted by Stephen Perry and I think Stephanie Perry into a novelization, and that's where the name and the language and the terminology all came to fruition.
Right. Arnie's a good catch. General Hopper. Or Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. One of them.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's the inspiration, apparently.
What's the point in cutting them down? They don't take them anywhere with them. Now, where is Blaine hiding the 100-pound battery that's needed to run the minigun?
I don't know. I'm assuming the cables go a mile back and they just fuck them under a load of bushes.
Why would he lug that battery and the bullets and the gun through the jungle? Hey, Josh.
But hey, Gart, he's going to need it for he's got a good 5 minutes of fire with that fucking belt.
Right, where did I get to? I've noticed that how, even though it's an action and I've done that. Sorry, I remember a reader's letter in Empire magazine years ago that suggested Mac and Blaine were gay for each other. They were just lads that liked each other.
In fairness, there is some have you not seen that handshake? If you don't see the latent homoeroticism going on in this movie,
it is in my fan fiction book, but Franz, that reader must be an absolute loving the last few years. Yes, he must. He was taunting them. Okay. They're going to retcon it with. Oh no, done that one. I have Predator on DVD and Blu-ray. Used to have a VHS. Used to. What's this? I have the VHS. There you go. That's real man's wet choice. Look at this picture quality on the front here.
Did you, sir, the chap who left that Garth's comment is reading? Did you have the first special edition of Predator where they tried to remove all the grain, and as a result ended up making Arnie look like a Ken doll and Carl Weathers look like a fucking Aero bar of chocolate because every pore was removed. It went drastically wrong. I can understand why they did it.
Yeah,
but it was a terrible conversion.
It was stupid. So yeah, so there you go to the fifth. It's short amount of time. Hello, Josh. Such a friend. I love the POV shot of the Predator and how they look pre-CGI. Yeah, because they perfected the heat thing in the second film, but yeah, they were, because they couldn't use. They started off using real heat thing, but because the jungle was so hot, nothing was being picked up. So they had to fake it a little bit. I've got Gatorade. I've never tried Gatorade. What's it like? This is Wicked and rum. Yeah, Sonny Landham had the most awesome, disturbing website page. So as you were confronted with his bass laugh, not the type of shout you want to be on at 3 a.m. in the morning. So yeah, is he still with us, or did he pass?
Oh, yeah, he lost his legs and died, I think.
Yeah,
from a heart condition due to diabetes.
Diabetes.
Landham had to have a bodyguard on the set of this movie because he not to protect him, but to protect other people for him, because apparently he had a very, very short temper.
He did have, I don't think, because he went on to he tried to be a governor, didn't he? There's 2 other governors.
Yeah, because he saw Arnie and he saw Ventura going for it. He's like, I'll go for, I think it was Minnesota. Maybe I'm wrong, but his campaign was going well until he said, "I'm going to keep the towel heads out of this state. Don't worry." It's like, oh Jesus.
Oh, there we go. Yeah. And then his campaign folded. Right. Austin says, if the Predator shot Mac in the head from the front, then the wound wouldn't have been that big in the back of his head where the exit wound is.
What? Was his mouth open? The fucking plasma shot go through his fucking gut?
It might have. Well, no, because the bullet hole's here, isn't it? And then the amount of blood that comes out is. So there you go. Yeah. Oh, City Hunter Love hated Prey. Hated it. He doubled it. He's hiding it in his prison wallet. Apparently, the £12 but £100 battery. Oh, Sven's just killed the hostage for no reason. Hello, Pete. How are you? Jay Harang. It wasn't great, but it was nowhere near as bad as I expected. But yeah, Prey was. I liked it the first time. I'm going to watch it again.
I love Prey.
So I know. Yeah, I did enjoy it.
Something I've been waiting for
Still
a
holds
while.
up over a second watch. Apparently, this shot of them crawling through the. Let's use a crane shot, and took like a lot to set up, and producers were very upset that they just had this like 10-second shot, and it took 3 hours to film or something.
Apparently, it was a very fucking big pain in the arse to shoot because there was very little level kind of interior floor on the jungle.
Yeah, that was the special edition Blu-ray with the waxy remaster. Yeah, I heard about that. Have you seen this in 3D?
No, I hate 3D with a burning passion. I hope it's a gimmick that dies off, but no,
It's back
Cameron
again.
brought it back with his water spurts, and yeah, no.
I did when I had a 3D TV, and I think the pictures are very good picture quality, but the only bits that are like 3D are the invisible Predator, so that's the only thing that stood out.
I remember going to see the first Avatar with my friend, and we were laughing because it was like, oh wow, look at that coffee table in full 3D. It's like it's coming right at me. It's like it was really innate kind of. The only good 3D movie I saw, which actually bombed at the box office, and I actually like it, John Carter of Mars. That's one film that used 3D properly.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, I didn't see it in 3D. I don't think. But yeah, I can see why. It was very. Yeah, they did put a lot of effort in that, even though it didn't make any money. Let's have a look. Hit the thumbs up, people, says Mike. Thank you. Prey got overly positive reviews for obvious reasons. Nothing to do with the female characters, I'm sure. Although she is fit. Sonny had a really wild life. You know what his previous profession was? No, I do not.
Porn. I'm nearly 100% sure it was porn. I'm not joking.
Yeah, sounds right.
City Hunter, if you'll confirm it if I'm right.
That sounds like it by the way you phrased the question. You can't trust critics. Yeah, definitely not. Master of the 80s. Good evening. How are you, sir? Ma'am. Appeal to the virtual signaling crowd. I don't care what the reasons were. I love Predator, what it is. I don't need it to be redone or embellished. Well, what are they saying? It's going to be in feudal Japan next or something.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Oh.
Although I want to know how Greyback got fucking Andalini's pistol.
Well, apparently there's an after-credits scene that's done in drawings of Prey.
Yeah, but then that just means that after the entire movie, they just come down, murdered everyone, and took the fucking pistol.
Yeah, here's the pistol. Now that means you have a weapon, so I get to kill you. So there you go. Oh, apparently. That's a palapa. Apparently, John McTiernan didn't do any of the second unit directing. He had all this action, and he didn't like it because the camera was so static, because a stuntman directed it, which is Craig R. Baxley, who went on to be a director of stuff like, what was he?
Yeah, he was a stunt coordinator originally,
yeah.
right?
Oh, Dutch on your 9, but then he shoots on his 6. But there's a lot of explosions here. I just say, you get the accelerating helicopter noise and
I love this. They're just like
shooting.
everyone in the helicopter's dead just to keep on shooting.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
he shoots him, and then Dutch launches a grenade in. But they're already dead. They're already dead.
stop. I like Garrett. I like what the real Fifth Beatle says. Set the next one and use your councillors there. Yeah, a couple of young lads with Stanley blades taking on the fucking Predator. Oi, I'll wait you, God. I'll wait you.
Yeah, that'll work.
Have Guy Ritchie direct it.
Oh, perfect. Jay's expectations are so low for any reimagining. Yeah, now it's owned by Disney, although now they've their shares are worth a quarter of what they used to be. Yeah, get that, mother. Oh, so yeah, this guy in the tree with the red bandana, he gets killed, shot, falls out of the tree, but then he appears somewhere else later on, shooting at them again. Mike from Dave Films is here. Hello, sir. Sorry.
I love 80s action movies that have guys obviously on springboards behind them. Whee!
At least in this they hid them, not like Commander where you see the two guys get flipped in the air by the grass jumping up. Oh, as a fan of The Craft, says Jay, The Craft Legacy was probably my worst experience. Yeah, I never watched it. So yes, good day to you, sir. Mr. Mike. I have Predator TC. It does actually does okay for a movie that wasn't intended to. Yeah, they did put an effort in. Knock, knock. So there goes Sven. He gets a shotgun. I guess, well, he seems to get a shotgun blast.
Yeah.
Another window.
No, I think it was just there was a shell. Just maybe the shell didn't detonate. But that can happen.
Okay. I'll trust your military training. So, hey, Rob. Oh, yeah. Zero interest in Phoebe Waller-Bridge and the bigotry of low expectations. Yeah, so no one's looking forward to Indiana Jones 5. Oh, everyone's dead. Max here. A group of men working as a team. There you go. I have the Ultimate Hunter Edition Blu-ray with the degraining. It does look odd. Can't remember. No, I've only got the old special edition 2-disc.
Yeah, that's the DVD I have.
Yeah, uncut and unleashed apparently. Nice. So it's not the ITV cut. There's this whole scene that probably isn't in it. Son of a bitch is dug in like an Alabama tick. Ain't got time to bleed.
I ain't got time to bleed. Have you seen the picture of him holding the bag of Tampax when you ain't got time to bleed?
Not yet. Setting the next one on Councillor's Day. There we go. It's impressive me that sometimes that today's generation only get our pop culture hand me down. Yeah, there you go. They should be getting their own legacy franchise, but they're getting reboots. And so, yeah, they get nothing new, do they? You set us up.
This is what you're looking for. You set us up. It's all bullshit. All of it.
They're not assassins. I'd rather not have another movie than another one like the same as the Prey shit. Oh dear. I first saw Predator 2 on HBO when I was 5 or 6. Predator 2 was the first one I saw in the cinemas. Talk about shooting first, asking questions later. Yeah, they just obliterate the whole camp, then decide to go rifling through the files. I don't have time to believe it was such a classic line, yeah. The 4K of Predator restored the grain. Yeah, I did see that the other day. But apparently, yeah, there's a few scenes of a second unit where they had the wrong film stock. So it's the bit where they're obliterating the forest, and then the bit where Dutch falls down the waterfall. So it looks really weird. So yeah, they had the wrong film stock. Couldn't recreate it. I don't bother with the 3D Predator 3D after the Top Gun 3D player Blu-ray. In fact, they took the grainy-looking film and doubled the grain because of the 3D process. Yeah, I never saw the Top Gun 3D. I did go through a phase when I had a 3D TV, but I didn't see that one. If you had seen this movie in theaters in '87, without seeing the trailers or know nothing about the plot, this movie would have been so weird. Yeah, because you're thinking, well, half an hour in, where's this alien?
I just realized something, Gareth.
Uh-oh.
I never realized until now, right? This is supposed to be a covert mission, okay?
Is it? Right?
It's supposed to be a covert mission so they can't send in the army not to cause an international incident, right?
Right.
All the lads are armed with US military weaponry. Are they going to go and collect every shell casing?
They're not wearing emblems, so it's all legit.
Yeah, that's grand, but it fucking some dudes come in. Yeah, this is an M16 round. The Yanks they shot the place up.
They're not expecting that type of investigation. But yeah. So I think apparently, well, was it Arnie was in the Austrian army? What's his name? The other Blaine. He was in
Navy SEALs
before they were Navy SEALs, though, apparently. So he can't call himself a Navy SEAL because they weren't around when whatever he did. He was a
Richard Chavez was in Vietnam. He was a Marine.
Yeah. He hasn't returned my calls either. So I saw Predator 2. Oh, Franz Sanchez. I saw this Predator 2 on bootleg VHS originally. Some people are saying when the Predator picks up the Scorpion, it looks like a face hugger in his hand from his distorted view. Geez, you got a big pussy. Geez, you got a big pussy.
Apparently, Shane Black's mother wasn't bothered by this. She was more bothered by his death.
Is Billy meant to be Native American? He's yes and no. Yes, in the film, and then no. I think in the novelization, he's supposed to be Mayan or something like that. And then that's why he has a history of
the novelization is fucking weird.
I've heard so because the Predator is like the thing. It can turn into
change. It turns into a fox and an owl and what the fuck?
I did hear that. I need to find that book.
That was fucking bizarre.
There you go. There are comic book sequels to this, and with Dutch's brother. Yeah, that's what.
Roush Schaefer, New York detective.
Yeah,
that was some Days of Our Life shit. He has a twin brother.
If only they'd done the film with him.
A lot of the beats they ended up putting into Predator 2, though. The slaughter on the subway, the gang war.
Yeah.
Brother and the city, some of the buildings getting attacked and stuff.
So what noises? Oh, it's Peter Cullen doing the Predator noises, even though he didn't know what the Predator looked like. He just had to guess and make random shit up. So they invented the clicking noises and stuff like that.
But so then, the body of Harry from Harry and the Hendersons and the voice of Optimus Prime. Winning combination.
How did he not win? So I guess, you are on the Predator side in this film, aren't you, rather than Arnie's?
I mean, he's not... They're not the nicest bunch of lads. They're just murdered, indigenous people who are minding their own business.
The Scorpion's dead. I eat Navy SEALs for breakfast, says Mike. Which isn't saying much because Charlie Sheen was one. Yeah. That's an awesome film. I won't have a word said against it. Hi, Sean. How are you? Sorry, I can't highlight the chat. Something's broken. Arnold was supposed to be in Predator 2 as an LA cop where a predator wants revenge on him, says Austin. That's the film I want to see. Because, well, what's the comic book say that Dutch, when he's carted off in the helicopter here, he's got radiation poisoning and he has to go to hospital and get treatment. But then he escapes escapes and disappears. Apparently.
Yeah, and that's actually made canon by Predator Hunting Grounds, because you can download like Old Man Dutch for Hunting Grounds, and he has a bunch of audio tapes, and you can listen to what happened after, right up until he turns up in the events of Predator 2, and some other kind of he ends up teaming up with Gary Busey's character to hunt predators. So.
Franz, where are we? Yes, I had no idea there was a novelization. I used to read the Dark Horse Alien versus Predator comic strips in the early 90s. There you go. Yeah, pretty much every film of the 80s and 90s had a novelization. There was nothing like the film you saw. It was based off the original script. So everything changed by the time it got to screen.
If you want to read a novelization that just about resembles the movie, check out the Phantom Menace novelization. The writer was allowed into the room for 55 minutes, into a locked room with the script for 55 minutes. Have to quickly none of the Darth Maul was blue with a tail. Fucking all kinds of weird shit was happening because the guy had to quickly skim and take notes through the script. He couldn't take it out. He couldn't take it home because it was so fucking secret.
I do have that novelization, but it's sealed, so I don't know how to open it. So maybe I'll just find a PDF of it. Let's have a look. Austin says Steven Seagal was considered for the lead in Predator 2. Same with Patrick Swayze. Yeah, he was up for a lot of stuff in the early 90s. Luckily, we didn't get them.
I'd love if Patrick Swayze fought the Predator. Nobody puts baby in the corner. I had the channel.
They wouldn't resist that, would they? Fran, speaking of Charlie Sheen, is Navy SEALs commentary on the cards? Well, funny you should say that. A box will be arriving this week with Navy SEALs VHS in, so it might be there
Navy SEALs.
April.
I love that quote in Clerks.
City Hunter, if you all have the book Eyes of the Demon, I have a part character in it, so I'm technically canon myself. True story, there you go. Eyes of the Demon book, right. Austin says, the novelization of this is apparently very different from Fight Club. Yes, it is.
Yes. Very fucking different.
You wouldn't recognize the film. A couple of characters, maybe.
The Predator did what?
Yeah, apparently, well, yes. The other thing with Hawkins' glasses, Shane Black's glasses, he wanted the proper military ones that they would wear in such situations.
The goggles, yeah. Proper army goggles, yeah.
But John McTiernan wanted him to have the nerd ones. I don't know what his job is, because...
He was the radio guy.
Yeah, the radio guy, so he doesn't need to do much.
Communications. Hey, Bronson.
Hey, Jeff. Sorry, Jeff. I can't bring up the comments for some reason, or see them, so I have to use my phone. RoboCop novelization is a bit different from the film as well. Yeah, so many of them were. You think, wait till the script's finished and the film's out, then do the novelization instead of bringing it out before or after. I'm Jessica Dutch's nerd. Oh, Jessica Dutch's nerd. Oh, that's interesting. I bought the Avengers, not the Marvel one novelization recently for his fans. I've heard it's generally good. Oh, yes. The original 90s Avengers with Sean Connery.
Jesus.
So, yes, hi, Jeff. Fran says, weird coincidence. I might have to watch it again. Is that... Oh.
Fun fact about this scene. Both Landon, Schwarzenegger, Weathers, and Ventura all need to shit their guts out at this very moment.
Yeah, they had to do the scene and then run to the carsies.
yeah. I think they got dysentery or something.
Yeah, everyone at some point in the whole crew, cast and crew, got the shit because of a polluted water supply in the hotel or something.
They were supposed to get a notice not to drink the water, but the notice arrived like 3 or 4 days too late.
Yeah, and there was lots of pranks on set apparently, where people piss around, and apparently it delayed Arnie. Well, Arnie missed his wedding rehearsal dinner because he got married when they were making this. 'Cause I think they started production in 1985 on this, and they didn't.
Yeah,
get
there was a
released
big
until
fucking gap of production. That was when they realized Boss Studios fucked them over with the creature design.
Yeah,
I say fucked them over. It was just I
yeah,
think they didn't think the movie was going to be as big as they thought.
yeah. I guess when you hear about the story, what's the film that's a fucking rip-off of this and even has lines from it? It's real cheap B movie filmed in Philippines. Or
Oh,
something.
there is one movie, ironically called Without Warning. It's
Oh
back
yes,
in the
Kevin
80s.
Peter Holden. Before
Yeah,
it.
Kevin Peter Hall plays the alien in that. It's got Martin Landau and Jack Palance.
Yeah, because it's got these things that stick to you.
Yeah,
Don't they?
instead of the throwing disc, it's these fucking leeches.
Yeah,
Sucker leeches things he throws.
but there's a film that came out after this that was really low budget, and then they even used lines, and it's like a guy in a biker suit that's that's the Predator. Yeah. So apparently, yeah, that's
I know that Stan Winston reused and repurposed some and designed some of the kangaroo men from Tank Girl based on Predator.
So yeah, what happens to Hawkins? He's not even a threat, but he's taken out. I think there's the Van Damme maybe. The original Predator design was terrible. It looked like a lizard duck. Yes, it did look like. It's especially with the head bobble because Van Damme was down here and the head was up here flopping around when he ran, so it wouldn't have looked good at all. Yeah, I think it is a glitch. I don't know. I've gone out, refreshed my browser, everything. I just can't get the comments up. Stan Winston really saved this movie's ass. Yes, he did. So what did the Predator do to Hawkins? Because it says it looks like it's a pile of guts, but then when he's hanging from the tree later, he's intact.
Yeah, he's fairly intact. So I'm wondering, did it disembowel him or pull stuff out of his back or
out of his ass? Because he's hanging there with his front and he looks intact, but.
The fucking last thing you want a Predator giving you a prostate exam.
What's Rob saying? Gareth's getting drunk on the Kool-Aid and can't get the stream to work properly. It's not because I'm drunk, it's because it doesn't work. Oh yeah, people got sit on the set of Total Recall too. Yeah, thanks Austin, because that was filmed in was it Mexico City? Don't drink the water in the Mexico or south of the border. What in God's name? I think it's Hawkins. What's left of him? DNA. There we go. Everyone got the shits on the set to Recall that was shot in Mexico. Yeah. Oh, with Mark. DNA is the film, is it? No, Mark.
Yeah, with Mark Dacascos and Ernest Prognau, German actor from Das Boot was in it.
Right. City Hunter says so there in the Predator 2 novelation. It is a fact that City Hunter saw videos of Jungle Hunter's time in Valverde and was basically enticed to hunt in LA. There you go.
That's how he knows the line of the motherfucker.
Have you ever seen Shocking Dark, says Mike. Doesn't ring a bell.
Not with me either.
Oh, yeah. Austin says, Watchers 3 is another Predator ripoff. Yeah, the first film's good.
Is that the one where the dog has a psychic link with the... Oh,
yeah, so they send the dog in saying the camp will make friends with it and then the monster will come in to kill the dog. But to get to the dog, it'll kill everyone else. Yeah, Austin's whether he was gutted or not, because when we see him hanging later, his tummy's intact. Austin says, I'm guessing the Predator gutted Hawkins like a fish that made him lighter to hang. Took his clothes off.
Here's the bit with the flechette hitting Blaine's neck.
Ah, yes. So this is it. Because, yeah, he sees a porcupine or something and then laughs. And then somebody goes, ow, that hurt. And then explodes. So I always thought he got hit twice with the plaster caster. And it just didn't go through to the second shot. Well, there's the snake. I wonder where the snake shot was. Yeah, and then you see the blood trickling and think, oh, what's that? And then up we go. Franz has shit his intestines out of his ass many times. It's a Terminator ripoff in Italian. Okay, shocking dark. I have to check that out. There were so many Terminator ripoffs. So many 90s films were Terminator 2 ripoffs with cyborgs everywhere. Austin says, Creature is a good alien ripoff, directed by William Malone. Creature. Sounds familiar. Franz says, I remember the trailer of DNA looked good, but I never rented it for some reason. The trailer was on the VHS rental of The Relic. That's a good creature feature. That's another Stan Winston film.
Relic is awesome.
Yeah, another underrated creature feature. I saw that in the cinema. Oh, there's good. I guess. Oh, no, it looks like, looking at it close up now, the way Hawkins is hanging, you don't see, it looks like there's rippings where his guts is because the angle, you can't see it to cover his dick.
Yeah, it's a difficult angle to tell.
Yeah, I guess they did go. So here we go. So yeah, so look, then Blaine's hit by something flying. Come on in, you fuckers. And then
he sees this little Yokomo Bob, whatever the fuck that
yeah.
is. Turns, bang, see the flechette hit him first.
Yeah, and then it looks like a splash of blood hits him, but it's not. It's his blood, and then suddenly he's pissing out of his chest. And then poor old Mac, his bum pal's dead, and then he sees it. I don't know why his eyes make a noise.
Why?
And then it's got. Then we get 5 minutes.
Today on House and Country, how to renovate your garden.
Apparently, it took 2 weeks for them to set up the explosive charges around this.
Oh yeah,
and they just went bing, 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 bing.
I can see as well where where Mac picks up the minigun.
Yeah,
the film changes.
Yeah. Apparently, they had to slow down the minigun so you could see it spinning, and they only could use it for a certain few seconds.
Sure, the barrel would be fucking red hot.
Yeah. They're just fucking fuck it, everything, bang, 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 and he gets it on like the first bullet, and then the rest are just shooting at nothing. They hit nothing.
I like Poncho was given as good as the other lads with the rotary grenade launcher. He's like, what?
Yeah, just fire that off.
That reminds me of that scene in Garth Marenghi's Dark Place at the funeral, where Richard Adewani's just there with a shotgun, just firing, blasting into the air,
posing and shooting. Where did I get to? Hi, Jeff from Mike. Aston says the thing with Blaine's neck was actually a concept from the original Van Damme creature design. It had nothing to do with the arsenal of the Winston design, but I left it in anyways. There you go. But yeah, it makes he's been hit by.
They actually recycled it for the Winston design though. Because that's the thing that Ruben Blades is plucking off the grate in Predator 2.
Yeah, so we're 2 down, 50 minutes in. Fans I all thought it was odd that Blaine wore an MTV shirt. It doesn't seem the type. Well, back in the 80s, they played music, so you got the 80s music. Right, let me look at this fucking rip-off. Okay. Can you name the full names of the characters?
Shit. Okay.
They're never mentioned.
No, fuck. Rick Hawkins.
Hang on. I can't find it now. Dylan is... Well, you got Dutch Schaefer, who is...
Rick Hawkins. I'm pretty sure I got...
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah. Major Alan Dutch Schaefer. Staff Sergeant George Dillon,
Billy
Sergeant
Soul.
Elliott, Sergeant Blaine Cooper, Sergeant Billy Soul, Corporal Poncho Ramirez, and Corporal Rick Hawkins. There you go. Well done.
You never told me you wanted to rank, Gart. You never told me you wanted to fucking rank.
Well, that's here, so. Yeah, apparently Bill Duke improvised his shaving scene, and then the poor effects crew had to run around and make one that bled for him. Right, so let's have a look. Sorry. Box office. Apparently, this was a flop, even though it was a 50 million budget and it made 98 million worldwide. And even after VHS rentals, it was a flop. Apparently, it's one of those Hollywood accounting things where it didn't make money.
Apparently, fucking Fox originally tried to pass off Aliens as not being financially viable, so they wouldn't give Cameron, have to pay Cameron more money if it was successful. That's 20th Century Fox down to the bone, though.
So yeah, this released. Okay, this is a good one. It released in Turkey first. Well, on the same day as the United States, June 12th, 1987. When did the UK get it?
88.
January 1st, 1988. Yeah. Oh, and Ireland got it 2 weeks later, January 15th, 1988.
City Hunter Love actually caught us out because we were asking the characters' names and we forgot.
Oh, we forgot to check the chat because I'm stupid. Where am I? Yeah, there you go. I ain't got time for lead. AJ's here. Hello, AJ. He was just being interviewed on another channel. What I just saw. Put the name in the chat, AJ. I've forgotten. Austin says it was similar, but the original design was some type of small throwing spear. There you go. Someone called Jen's Reviews from the Grave, calling us gentlemen. So, hello, Jen. Anna Gonzalez. There you go. Thank you, City Hunter. No way.
Hello, Jen Mitchell.
Fans. Yeah, it was.
I know her in passing. I don't know her that well.
Never mentioned her, so.
One of my groupies, she's always like coming on the stream, lifting up her top. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, maybe I should try that. Right, yeah. Next stream, I will be handing out beads.
You're fucking Mardi Gras. Actually, I should copyright that Mardi Gras.
Oh, yeah. Damn it! It was on my channel, so it's mine. Oh, yeah, so here's the Predator fixing himself up. With very normal looking.
It's not with the NHS. That's all I'll say.
Oh shit! What's happened? Oh, it hasn't paused. It's just way ahead. So yeah, the pussy Predator doesn't like pain. When he accidentally opens his wound instead of closes it.
Is the movie still playing?
I paused it because it's ahead. It didn't look like it was playing, but now it is paused. Oh, there you go. He slipped. So yeah, apparently the tree the Predator's on is made of concrete because he was too. It was too heavy for him to be in a normal tree.
Let me know when it's playing again, and I'll press play.
Oh no, I'm all right. Now I'm up to call it up now. So yeah, Mac is up. Dylan's on the phone. Yeah, I don't believe this lost money because it was before Arnie was really big and commanded tens of millions. Don't forget, Anna, she knew from the start what was going on and had her own backstory. That is true. Although, yeah, what is it? The VHS says nothing like it has ever been on Earth before, but she knows that it made stroganoff or whatever it was of man, and it's been in prey. Austin says, I wonder if the Van Damme Predator would have made the same sounds as the Kevin Peter Hall Predator, or did they have something different planned? I don't know. I never read anything about that. And I don't know when Peter Cullen was brought in.
I'm guessing it would have made a more insectoid noise.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
the look of it.
I think originally it was going to have one eye as well, but I think that's why it's got two big yellow eyes in this film, because a lot of the scenes featured that head, and the effects were already in place. Hell of a film to see on New Year's Day. Yeah, that's a point. New Year's Day. Says Franz. Austin says Boyle Duke was also in Commando. Yeah, and then
Jessica wasn't Arnie actually supposed to have Gary Busey's role in Predator 2?
yes, I heard that. It was supposed to be, Dutch comes in. I know all about this. I'll take it out, but I don't think he was supposed to die. Billy, you know something. What is it? He keeps clutching his magic ball sack.
In his medicine pouch.
That's it. But yeah, this came out in 1987, the same year as The Running Man, and The Running Man features the three actors from this film. Can you name them?
Okay, I know Arnie, Jesse Ventura. Christ. Sven.
Yep.
Goran Eriksson.
That's it.
I don't know the guy's last name, but Sven, I know is he lets Arnie beat up the guy in the end. He's like,
yeah, I don't let him. We don't talk about him. He didn't want to come on my channel. So let me try to find this one. What am I looking for? Alien Predator ripoffs. No. Hilarious Predator ripoffs.
If you haven't seen it, guys, check out Leviathan. That is a fantastic Alien ripoff.
That is a good one with Peter Weller. I do love that one.
You have Peter Weller fucking socking Meg Foster. Meg Foster?
Spoilers.
Sorry.
DNA was this Predator ripoff in 1997. Warrior, that's it. I think no, that's a fan film. What's the? Must be a. I can't think of the fucking name of it. It's bothering me now. And then the fucking website butchered. Right, there we go. Alien versus. That's not a ripoff. That's an actual sequel.
Alien versus Hunter from the Asylum with William Cash.
We've got Galaxy of Terror. That's on there. Creature. Someone else mentioned that. No, it's not there. Fuck it. Maybe I imagined it. Right, what's happening? Oh,
I like the laugh. I like. Couldn't you have killed something bigger? Fuck you, man. Fuck you.
Jesus.
Got you, motherfucker.
Jesus. You killed the pig. What? Do you think you could have found something bigger?
So he calls him. Yeah, he calls him Poncho in the subtitles, but his actual name is Pancho because a poncho is like what you wear on the wet rides at Alton Towers. Right, where is it? Discipline. Alien Within. No, that's not it. Phantom Force. This is going to bother me all night now. I'm never going to find it. There's Creature
What
from
are you looking for?
The Predator ripoff that rips off literally the whole film, but using the same script.
There was a
I'll just read
terrible.
on this.
There was a terrible Robin Hood TV
Robo
series.
War. There you go.
Robo Wars?
Yeah. It's a so it looks like it's a RoboCop ripoff, but it's a Predator one. Because it uses even lines from the fucking film. Right, I'm happy.
In fairness, lots of movies have done that.
Yes, in fairness. Oh shit! Now I've lost my chat on this. Right, where am I? Way behind. I thought Predator was a big hit. Yeah, so did I. But the accountant said it wasn't. But what was it? McTiernan had what? This, Die Hard, and then what was it? Well, Hunt for Red October. This, then Die Hard. That's a trilogy, and then
I'm trying to think what other movies did McTiernan do?
He did.
No, he done Rollerball, the Rollerball remake, which was fucking god awful.
Well, that's what he went to jail for, so that's why he's doing direct.
I thought it was spying on his wife.
Well, he was spying on his. It was the producers of. I don't know. I heard it was the producers of Rollerball. He hired a private detective to bug their phones. I don't know if he was paranoid or something, but I heard it was that. But it was a Die Hard 3 and Last Action Hero.
Oh yeah.
Hang on, where am I? City Low and Dutch as well. There's a scene in P2 where you can see Arnold on the screen being interrogated. Yes, that's in the little Gary Busey's lair.
You agree with me? I know this isn't like fucking Lawrence of Arabia, but I actually think this is one of Schwarzenegger's better performances.
People have noticed he is
kind
actually
of
acting
not as
in
good
this.
as he is in this.
Yeah, he has got on a range of emotions. Oh yeah, Bill Duke directed. Austin says Bill Duke directed a movie called Deep Cover with Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, Bill Duke directed Sister Act, didn't he, as well?
And Hoodlum. Did he direct Hoodlum?
Yeah, he's done quite a few good films. Yeah, Arnie, Sven, and Jesse. Thank you, Jeff. Leviathan is good. Deep Star 6 is fun as well. Yeah, I never liked that because of the crab monster that bites.
Yeah, the design of the monster in Deep Star.
Yeah, it's like a weird crab that can bite a guy in half in 1 minute and then scuttle around under a foot of water next.
Yeah, it's just. I preferred Leviathan because it was like the Thing. It was
the Thing and Alien.
John Carpenter's The Thing underwater.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere. Yeah, where is it? Whenever I go to look for a film, they're always fucking missing. Right. So fit. Amanda Pays, yeah, she was fit. She was in the Flash TV show as well, of the older series. So where did they get all the? They are using real rope in some of these situations, and claymores and grenades and everything they've been picking up on the way because they weren't carrying them a minute ago.
I'm assuming maybe they had some of the rope in their fucking backpacks, or
what backpacks?
That's a good point. Maybe Mark was carrying all the rope that was wrapped around his minigun.
Like, sorry, I was distracted. Dylan's got his top off. I've never seen such a manly young man.
Oh, so right, Schwarzenegger used to fuck with the other lads. He had Ventura's measuring tape altered to make Ventura think he had bigger muscles than him, and he had bet him a bottle of fucking
champagne. I think was it? Yeah. Oh,
yeah. Something like that. Cognac. Yeah.
Expensive.
And Ventura was like, and then the next day he went in and said, "Wait, what the fuck happened?"
But yeah, then he also, like, all of them were trying to outdo each other, and then they'd all be getting to the gym earlier because was it one time
they didn't want to see each other struggling at the fucking weights and stuff. So they used to get up at 6 and 5 in the morning.
Yeah, then they ended up like 4 in the morning. They'd be in the gym, then going for runs, then filming this, then going back to the gym just so they could all be muscular than each other. But Arnie was losing his muscle because he was getting thinner from being ill all the time.
Yeah, it's sure fucking again. They got dysentery and they're just shitting their guts out.
I'll be right back.
I swear to God, Mac should be named Imac because of the fucking razors. He should have done a deal. He should have done some kind of deal with the razor company. Makes your skin smoother than Mac's. She's telling the story. I like this aspect of the Predator in the other Predator movies, especially even with King Willie, that like to us we know it's an alien, but to other kind of cultures and stuff, it can appear as some kind of demon or apparition, which makes you wonder had it contributed to certain kind of myths and legends over the centuries.
Right, where are we? We're going to next cheese. Right.
I think Bill Duke should have gotten a job with Gillette.
Yeah, there should have sponsorship right there,
They
wasn't
should have called him Mimac.
Everything's right there. Look. So, why is the Predator? Where is the Predator? Because Arnie turns around to come back, and then suddenly the trap's set.
It's perched on a tree. At
then-
some stage, I'm just watching.
Yeah, and then he steps
Then
into
it
the trap.
scuttles down and obviously stands in the net. But it must see
Surely
the
he
rest
can
of
see
them
all
as
the
well.
others waiting for that there.
How the fuck, Arnie, do you miss big fucking vine tripwires? I mean, seriously.
Yeah. So he thinks, he did, and suddenly, yeah, there's no ripple effect. There's a film that rips off the entire script of Aliens called Terminator 2. Ooh, Austin. Oh, there it goes. And then there's, yeah, it's behind him. It's in between him and the people. So
Boncho gets a bad doing with that log.
they
Should
knew
be
one
dead by rights.
So yeah, Alan Silvestri did this, didn't it?
Yeah. So Silvestri is a fucking legend.
Yeah, and he,
Score is awesome.
Did he purposely shoot that branch? The
I
Predator?
think so.
Because he knew it would set the trap off to take out Poncho. Apparently Materna wanted a monkey for some of the scenes.
Well, look, it's Alien 3. They tried dressing a whippet up as a fucking alien, so let's not fucking throw fucking stones here. Again, I like this scene. It gives Dylan a bit of a redemption arc.
Yeah.
Shows us he's not a total piece of shit.
Yeah. Well, apparently they put the monkey in the suit, but the monkey was so ashamed it just climbed up a tree and hid. So they couldn't use it. I guess what they would go for, like a monkey jumping around and climbing from tree to tree, but and I think is it later on when the Predator's running around and jumping, he has to be on bungee cords because
the
suit's so heavy.
Yeah, you can actually see a deleted scene where Arnie is like in a hole and fire ants are crawling on top of his shoulder and he's trying to like ignore the pain and he's looking up and he sees you see the scene of like the guy in the red suit doing a trapeze kind of job. It's on the DVD you have, dude. In the deleted scenes.
Is it? I must have seen it at some point. I used to watch all the deleted stuff. I don't have time anymore. Franz also had a thing for Lisa Albacher as well. I wonder what happened to her. She was pretty charismatic archer. Who's she then? I don't know. She in Deep Star 6 is worth watching for Miguel Ferreira, yeah. Oh, here we go. We've got some singing. Gonna have me some fun.
Gonna have me some fun tonight. Have me some fun.
Deep Rising was amazing. That is a good underwater aliens in this iMac. There you go. We're copyright now. Mac is shaving his face dry and raw too. Yeah, ouch. Of all the stuff that happens to him, I think that's the least of his worries.
When you're in the jungle hunting a killer alien, you want your skin to be perfect.
Gillette,
the best that Mac can get.
Jeff says I need to watch the Rocky films again then. Dylan got topless in those. Yes, he did. He was topless in the whole boxing match, wasn't he? Yes. So what are those guns? I forget what they're called. So yeah, who's talking? When the Predator replicates the talking, is it a computer in his helmet? Or is it because he talks later on without his helmet?
It's mimicry. They can naturally mimic.
And it's who's talking here? Is it Mac? Because he grabs him, but Poncho's ribs would have been crushed in, probably would have been killed from that. Yeah, Austin's.
Oh yeah, Poncho would be dead.
He would have been cut in half, probably. Bronson, this is great. Silvestri score, one of my faves, along with the score for Judge Dredd, Delta Force, and also Erasers. Solid scores by him. I did not know he did those. Fran says, it's odd to me that Silvestri did the Delta Force theme. It doesn't sound like his other work at all. Yeah, that's why it doesn't ring a bell. So yeah, there's the Predator posing on a tree. I think that's one of the concrete trees as well. Delta Force theme is kick-ass though, but I do agree it doesn't sound like his other scores. Well, yeah. Lisa, I put Beverly Hills Cop and Leviathan. Is she? Of course she is. Thank you for that, Franz. Yeah, I would agree with that, Franz. Yeah, she was very nice. Oh, Dylan. So yeah, I tried to see because apparently in the TV cut, you don't see Dylan Matt killed. You just assume he's dead, and then you only see Dylan hit with a plasticaster, and then it cuts because you don't see him get his arm hit. That's it. She was Bronson's daughter in 10 to Midnight. Thanks, Jeff. So yeah, he creeps all the way along, and then the Predator's standing on top of him.
In fairness, again, look. It's the first movie. It's cool, but just a lot of this hunter's kills are cheap, very cheap.
Oh, he's dead. On there anyway. I'll turn it off.
What?
Oh.
The? What are you doing?
What's that on my arm?
Pushed. See, you would have no head left.
When I saw it, I thought that is gone.
Yeah.
Close range. What was it? Within 6 feet, and it goes.
Even then, okay, even that scene, there's fucking a hole the size of a fucking avocado there. At least.
Yeah, when he drops down, and he's still moving a bit. Blast you, Van Damme. He's still twitching. Is that normal?
I don't think he's going to make it, sir.
So yeah, come on, quickly, hurry up. Yeah, the poor guy's probably bleeding internally. Leave it. No shot. Now, yeah, I think is it Sonny's gun? What's he called? Sonny Landham.
Sonny Landham?
Yeah, well, what's his character?
Oh, Billy Soul.
Yeah, Billy. He's got a shotgun and a machine gun.
Yeah, the shotgun is mounted. The shotgun is underslung onto the M16.
Yeah. I think there's a few times in this film it's not when he's carrying it, but yeah.
There should be no head. There should be no face.
Back. Oh, he's dead. Yeah, look at that. He's fully intact. I know later on it shows his skull, but yeah, the amount of blood that came out didn't come out of a tiny crack in the back of his head. And then, Dylan's thinking. A lot of looking at trees, apparently, in this. Oh, it pans past the Predator, who's keeping very still, and then suddenly, there's a flicker. That's him. So is he playing with him, or does he miss?
It's toying with him. Again, this hunter's just a fucking prick.
Here comes the music. Yes, take him out. Cheating aliens. No, because can you see his arm tucked behind him? I used to be able to see it. I don't know if it's been changed on this.
No, that's a good camera shot to hide it.
Yeah, because when he swaps arms, yeah, you can't see it as much these days. Maybe it's the.
Okay, kind of related, but not related. A few years back, there was this charity called Hunt for Coney. It was an African warlord that used to enslave and murder children. I shouldn't be laughing.
No.
But, so it was basically they were trying to put together they were trying to get awareness about this guy and get NATO and the UN to go after him. And they put together a profile of the guy and plastered it all over the internet. Trolls put up pictures of Carl Weathers in this, and then they were like, you fucking assholes, leave Carl Weathers alone. And then other people said, no, we're after Coney. Oh, just because he's black? You think he's
Oh dear. 10 to Midnight is an underrated film. Yes, the bad guy in that is very creepy. Yeah, doing his killings naked. Franz, thank you. Jeff says definitely underrated one. The Fact. Yes, Jeff does have it in his top 10 of Bronson films. Love that film. 80s sleaze and a trashy cop thriller. It's also one of his favorite Cannon films. Austin says Dylan getting his arm blown off was pretty shocking the first time you see it. Yeah, especially when it's still firing the fucking machine gun. The Predator, I don't know if it'd be funny if the machine gun shot Dylan after it fell off his arm.
It shot me in the foot.
Yeah, the Predator.
Ironically, though, he wouldn't have bled to death because the heat from that plasma ball would have cauterized the shoulder at least. He might have made it.
So yeah, because the only thing that protects Arnie from the plasma cutter, oh, she's not wearing a bra, is the gun. He shoots the gun, doesn't he? Just happens to get ahead of him, shoots one guy in the head with a tiny wound. No! Yeah, you shot the tree, Arnie. You missed the Predator.
Yeah.
Austin says the Predator gave Dylan the Alex Murphy special. Jeff says, "Are we getting to the chopper? Get to the chopper." Have we missed it? Yeah. Sorry. Right. So it's the last half hour of the film. Now it's just Arnie. So how does she know where the chopper is or where it's gonna be?
That is a very good fucking question that never dawned.
And why would they make this rebel person?
Thank you for ruining the movie. I assume she is the map, or he ever acquired. I don't know.
I guess they showed it on the map where they're heading, and she knows the area. Maybe knows that the only safe place it would be. So apparently, this sliding stunt with the obviously not Arnie stuntman. Well, it shows the POV, and it looks like he's gonna hit the rocks. And then it cuts to a mile away from any rocks.
In fairness, she could have just fucked off and met up with more gorillas.
Yeah, she doesn't have to.
Yeah, a bunch of Yanks got killed by some alien. We better get the fuck out of this valley and reestablish our organization somewhere else.
The poor stuntman that did fall from that great height into the water did throw his knee out, apparently.
He didn't break his fucking skull.
And like you said, where's the Predator? Van Damme's later on, isn't he? When he comes back. Right. There it is, yes. Let's get to the chopper scene. We just missed it. The original script idea Robert Rodriguez wrote for Predator 3 was pretty creative. It was written way back in the 90s. Arnie gets kidnapped and taken to the Predator planet. Yes, because apparently, Lawrence Fishburne's character in Predators was supposed to be Arnie's part, but that might be why he turned it down because it wasn't big enough. And then it was going to be
that Rodriguez script was fucking crazy. It starts off on a Spanish galleon that's on an alien planet with a group of mercenaries who all have cloaking armor that capture Arnie, take him back, try to negotiate with the Predators. They end up giving the Predators guillotines. There's a gladiator. It's the stupidest fucking shit I've ever read.
And now, so Arnie face plants in the mud on one side. Then something. I do like the effect because you can't see anything hit the water. You just see the water splash up, don't you? And then he turns around and he's still only got half his face covered. But isn't it? Mythbusters have said that the mud wouldn't keep him cold enough not to be picked up.
I always my own headcanon as well was that after coming out of the water, his tech was a bit fucking janky. You know, like you drop your phone into the toilet and it ain't working just quite right. Yeah. That's what I reckon is going on here as well.
Yeah, I guess his visor's full of water and he can't make out.
You just see the Predator emptying bags of rice into his wrist gauntlet to try and dry it out. You prick.
Apparently, it was freezing cold when in the night shoots when Arnie was just topless most of it and freezing and shivering and then they tried drying him out, and then that dried the mud out.
Drank lots of warm schnapps.
Apparently, he got drunk. There is. That's right, Francis. There is almost no dialogue between now and the end credits. That is true. I've never noticed that before. Someone was. Jeff says because Arnie needed to get the girl in the end. Well, he doesn't look in a fair state, but he probably would. Because he was just been married around now. So whatever. I was going to say about South American women and maids, but I'm not going to.
Do you know what? In fairness, with all the dodgy shit, the likes of Bill Cosby and fucking other dudes came out. Arnie, do you know what? A bit of infidelity is probably the least worst thing he could fucking do. In fairness,
If you turn out and find out your dad was Arnie, wouldn't you be pleased?
I'd be like, hey, where's the child support, man?
30 years of child support. Yeah. It couldn't see me. Who's he talking to?
Yeah, Austin, that's the one I read. He fights him in he fights a bunch of predators.
The gladiator predators.
Yeah, and he teams up with one of the traditional predators to get off the planet. And there's other predators, and there's a fucking they're selling the predators. They're trading guillotines for plasma casters.
Oh, fair swap, because you can't make a guillotine, can you?
No.
Yeah, the waterfall stunt is amazing. You just don't get those kind of stunts in. Well, yeah, they just say green screen it and just CGI him in. But yeah, that unfortunately used the wrong film stock, so it does stand out a bit more than it should. But Jeff says, to be fair, they didn't try and shoehorn a romance in there. No, yeah.
One of the dropped ideas for Predators was Isabel was supposed to be Arnie and Anna's kid. That was one of the dropped ideas. And I'm glad they dropped it. It would have been a bit silly.
It would be. No, he's just making a trap in a random area of the woods, the jungle. What is his plan here to get this very intricate trap in one part of the woods jungle?
Okay, I played this game where you had to catch a mouse in a cage using a diver and a bathtub.
You take care, City Hunter. Have a nice nap. So yeah, Austin says the Predator script is nothing like the 90s script for Arnie, the main character, is forced into fights. Yeah, that would have been interesting, but not on this level, would it? You're one. Danny's here. What calling me one ugly motherfucker? So yeah, the spine coming out.
That's Billy's skull, right?
Yeah, and then he just ditches the body. So why doesn't he skin Billy, or does he only skin the ones he doesn't collect the heads?
Yeah, he did the ones he doesn't consider a challenge. He just takes the skin. Like fuck, I'll make a pair of underpants out of these fuckers.
Yeah, that is shocking about Arnie. He didn't knock up a better looking maid. I've seen maid videos; they look a lot better than her.
And look, as I said before, with all the shit going on, Arnie's a saint in comparison.
Don't jinx it, because
I'm not going to.
I did hear rumors on the T2 set, but I'm not. Apparently, yeah, that must be a very rotten tree for a wooden arrow to go through it. And the other thing is, when he was in the mud earlier, he goes to reach for his knife and it's not there, but now it's back.
No, it was his pistol. He had a sidearm.
Ah.
He had a desert eagle. Yeah, he had a desert eagle.
Yeah, apparently that's a good film, a good gun to have in movies, but it's not a very good gun in general. So, what's up, Danny? It's from Jeff. Rob's video says,
Jesus, there's a lot of fucking Charles Bronsons in your stream now.
That's a good point, yeah. Everyone loves Bronson. I would have liked to see the Predator show up early and Arnie say, oh shit, I should have done more productive with my time. Look at his cradling his little skulls he's found. Yeah, that would have been funny, says Jeff. Oh, he's putting his war paint on and his schnapps.
I applied this to get my skin
It's a good
exfoliation.
Didn't help him look young though. Nothing wrong with a little Charlie B. Yeah, bless Charlie. What would he be, 100 and something now if he was still around?
I wish I was dead.
So now he's made his homemade explosives.
Yeah, in fairness, he's lucky. Like fucking, if cracking open a grenade with a knife, okay,
I would
and
be very careful.
the top of that grenade is a metal cylinder. If your knife creates the smallest spark, yeah, just like Arnie delicately cutting a grenade, and all of a sudden the predator turns and there's an explosion in the back. What the fuck is that?
What if the predator just fucked off to the next army base?
Yeah, it's like that fucking cunt's dead. I killed all I can do.
Yeah, I can't find him, so he must be dead. So what's this bit with the laser on the
Oh, he's
blade?
heating up the blade.
Heating it up
Yeah,
so it'll hurt more.
yeah.
Because he gets it glowing red, but then that's the last you see it. Arnie's wall call, love that bit, yeah. If you DNA splice 101 Bronson, the trash pictures show you get me. There you go. You get Danny. That's trash stash. So yeah, he's made a bow and arrow.
And he's got his Bowie knife spear and
Yeah.
another spear with a grenade on the top, if I'm not
He's got
mistaken.
a homemade grenade with matches on.
Okay, can you imagine, speaking of Bronson, can you imagine you switch out Schwarzenegger for Bronson?
I knew you were going to go there. It would be easy. That's too easy because we know Bronson would just.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
What was Bronson in his 60s by this time? 70s?
Didn't stop him from making Death Wish 5 or 6 or whatever the fuck.
Oh, here comes the predator. Yeah. I think this is the bit they wanted the monkeys doing, jumping around.
I like that it's just crawling right close to him and he's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, it's right behind him and he goes, uh-oh. And then, does it touch him or not?
no, it doesn't. It's a predator, Garrett, not
Yeah.
a sexual predator, okay?
I always get those two confused. And the ropey effects. Yeah, in the 70s that would have worked because Bronson was pretty ripped back then. There you go. Fran says he read on IMDb message boards years ago that Arnie was caught going down on a female crew member on the Eraser set. When challenged about it, he allegedly remarked, "Eating isn't cheating." Well,
Oh, yeah. There's a quote. Is it in his book or documentary? Stay hungry, pussy eating ain't cheating.
There's people that would differ though about that.
You know what? In fairness, though, for a macho man like that to go down on a woman, you gotta give him props. That's a fairly modern, open-minded fella for you right there.
He didn't know think about it from Bronson versus the Predator would be awesome. I mean, if Danny Glover could stop him, yeah, Bronson definitely could. That's true. But Bronson needed a car to take him to effect.
Hey.
It. Yeah. I do like the bit where it retraces the rock throw and then fires where it came from. Because it's getting wise to Arnie's tricks.
I know you're up there. Come down.
He's firing back randomly now. It's some sort of fireworks show. Oh, the theme's kicking in. But yeah, in the 80s, not so much. So. That's true, Jeff. Yeah, Glover was too old for that shit. And yeah, he was in the 90s. That was past the first lethal weapon and second lethal weapon. Kissing is cheating, but eating isn't. There you go. Danny's laughing his ass off. And there's Jeff.
I shorted out his plasma caster.
Oh, Arnie's bleeding. He's down. Film over. So yeah, now it's Bano or something without weapons. So I think, yeah, Arnie would be dead by now. Oh, yeah, you can see branches moving. So yeah, because we're seeing it in blue and black because it's dark, aren't we? So then, there we go. This is a bit with the bungees when you don't see his head, you see him jumping around everywhere. I do like this. Arnie's walking across that bridge and then somebody stops. Oh, shit. And he's gone. Because what he's got, is it like rodent skulls?
Oh yeah.
On the Predator?
I'll take if something's worth a kill. It's
A
like
porcupine.
I know, but remember in Prey where he took the snake skull?
Yeah. Because it was at this. And then there's a rat that's eaten by a wolf, is there? And then
Yeah.
he rips the wolf apart. Where are we? Rob, vintage video. I like Predator 2, but I can't stand bumbling old Danny Glover in it.
I like Danny Glover in that. It's essentially Murtaugh in fucking.
That is true.
If this
Young
is
Murtaugh.
Commando with an alien, P2 is fucking Lethal Weapon with an alien.
It's like making Commando 2, but with Danny DeVito. There you go.
Danny DeVito against the Predator.
Oh, I'd watch that. Fran says Bronson's run in Death Wish 3 isn't very strong, but it's still less embarrassing than Steven Seagal's. That is true. Yeah, don't trick him. Don't get cocky, Arnie.
Whoosh.
Oh, he's working out. Oh, hang on. I'm ahead. So which video games have you played of Predator?
Well, sir, there is. Okay, so I've played all the AVP games, even the arcade one. I haven't had access to the older ones because, like, there was one for the Amiga that was terrible. I played Predator 2, an emulator of the Sega one, and I have Predator Concrete Jungle for the PlayStation, which is no connection to the comic. Great game, but sadly the camera will kill you more than any of the enemies because you're like jumping all over the place, and the camera will turn as you're jumping, and you'll go off a cliff.
Yeah, I played the NES game on an emulator, and it was just terrible because you don't have proper weapons, and you're just fighting gorillas, and then I think somebody.
Oh yeah! Oh Jesus, that game! I totally forgot about that. So you're fighting. You play a pink Dutch Schaefer fighting gorilla soldiers, scorpions, bubble monsters. Then you go into a psychedelic section where you're fighting the large predator, and then to finish it all off, you fight the predator's head.
That's it.
Fucking hell, yeah.
What were they on?
You bastard, I forgot that game.
Yeah, there's a reason you forgot it. Jeff agrees with Franz. He would run better than Seagal. Danny says, imagine Predator 2 wants some candy and runs and says, no, and blows him away. Yeah, Franz says, Steven Seagal runs like a less butch Jerry Lewis. Oh dear. So does that branch break that Arnie jumps on, or is it shot by the Predator?
It gets hit. It gets hit. But if you ask me, I'd still be questioning the durability of him planning on swinging off it. It's like it would have broke anyway.
It did look like it broke and then it got shot, but oh, this is a good bit where Predator's no around. He has a little rest, put his head on a log.
Up you get up the fuck.
Bronson, Jeff says Bronson in Predator would have been awesome. It'd be like his marked for death, and then adding the Predator into the mix as well. I'd watch that for sure. Yeah, definitely. Predator 2, Austin says on the Sega isn't too bad.
Yeah, that was fun. That was cool.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Jeff says, yeah, he ran like a girl, but to give him credit, in Nico, he did run pretty fast despite how weird it was. Jeff says, definitely can't do that anymore these days. Yeah, he can't move. Oh.
People always say that, like, oh, you know, doing creature acting and stuff doesn't take a lot. It's the suit that. No, Kevin Peter Hall fucking kills it in this role. And this scene, the way he takes off everything so slowly.
Yeah, it's just like,
and the Maasai warrior pose, that pose he does with the arm stretched.
Yeah, it's just awesome.
Beautiful, it's gorgeous. Like, because it makes you feel this isn't just a monster. This is a tribesman. This is a hunter. There's a whole culture behind this fucker.
Yeah. Because when you see the low budget rip-offs, they're not even trying. Like every move is well thought out. But his vision, when he doesn't have the mask, how the hell does he not trip over anything when he's running through the jungle? What one ugly. Such language. But
apparently the dreads are a reason that he doesn't get totally fucked up because of his vision, because they act as a sensory thing. They're not hair so much as extensions of the body.
Yeah. I didn't think they were hair, but he smacks him one. Is that Van Damme, did you say? That went flying then?
Yeah, but when we get backhanded.
Backhanded. Oh shit, I'm down. Danny says I could see Predator in Deathwish Street as the giggler. They shot the giggler, man. Yeah, those mandibles work so really, really well, don't they?
They're awesome.
Yeah, they don't look like just like robot arms or anything, do they? Kevin Peter Hall says Jeff definitely gave the Predator layers and depth. Yeah, definitely.
Jeff, you're 100% right, dude.
And he says they killed the giggler, man. Poor giggler. And Arnie is getting brutalized here. He's not surviving in this, even before the explosion.
But this is cool. This is cool because a lot of Arnie movies, he rarely ever takes a licking. This is the one movie that you think, okay, maybe Arnie ain't going to come out on top of it.
Yeah, he's not going to. He might not be fully recovered from this one because like Commando, he's untouchable. Running Man, he's pretty much untouchable. The Red Heat, he barely gets a scratch.
Have you played the Red Heat video game?
I played it on the Spectrum. I had one.
Yeah, there's a bit. There's a level in the Russian sauna with lads' arses hanging out. It's fucking hilarious.
I remember it now. Now I'm having flashbacks. I've tried to repress.
Yeah, it's nice when someone reminds you of a hard game you tried to push back to your mind, right?
Let's see if I've got that on the Commodore emulator. The kids get the best of him in Kindergarten Cops, as Johnny. That is true. I love that Arnie gets his ass kicked in this movie. Yeah, it makes a change, doesn't it? It's not often.
Also, this starts a trend as well, because in a lot of the movies, the Predator is defeated by its own arrogance.
Yeah.
In this one, it's tricked. In the second one, Danny Glover plays Possum, and that's about to go in for the killing blow. Same with Predators. Royce, it's busy punching the shit out of Royce. It doesn't pay attention to Isabel, who shoots him, and then Royce is able to decapitate it. And the same with Naru and Prey. And I'm not even going to mention fucking the Predator.
Well, I wonder what the original version would have been like. With the Predators old Predators at Area 51.
God! Oh, the Stargazer cut. I did a video on that. Fucking Ripley. They were going to have Ripley turn. No, firstly it was going to be Dutch.
Yeah.
Then they couldn't get Schwarzenegger. Then it's like, will we have an alien egg? No, that's too silly. Let's have Ripley. That makes no sense. Okay, let's have Newt. That still makes no fucking sense.
She came from the future to save us. Oh, the Predator's dead. Don't kill it, Arnie. Take its fucking head off. It killed all your mates. Steven Seagal wouldn't have a nick on him in this, yeah. He'd break its arms. Jeff, it's basically his creature feature sort of catching on Jaws versus the man versus Beastie. Yes, I do love a good creature feature. Fran says I'll just check it out. Oh, hang on. What about?
Oh shit! The bastard doesn't have his stopwatch.
What's this noise? What's that? Numbers getting less and less. Oh. The Predator was a mess. It was just one big shame that pussy joke. But it wasn't his fault. The test screenings, they had to
Yeah, he made some bad choices, but Fox definitely didn't help that movie.
No.
Oh, the ending, Garrett. The ending came about because McTiernan had a dream that his car broke down and he ended up on the testing site of the Philadelphia experiment.
Thanks for that. I forgot about that. But yeah, Arnie can outrun an animated.
Oh, there's Kevin.
There he is. Yeah, he plays the. They gave him the role.
The chopper pilot.
So he didn't have to wear. He could be on screen and not be in his suit. Oh yeah, White Buffalo. I got that on VHS. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I have to check that out. It's like a Jaws thing, is it? With a buffalo instead. Okay. Did Shane Black write Predator? That would explain the Lethal Weapon connection. He was like I said, he was a script polisher on this.
Yeah.
Much of it, and then he was writing Last Boy Scout as he was on his downtime during making this, and then Lethal Weapon came out the next year because this was filmed in like '86, wasn't it? So yeah, Lethal Weapon came out in '87. Jeff says White Buffalo. I think that's right. I think it's the second of 9 collaborations between him and J. Lee Thompson. Bloody hell. Austin Wilcott says the Predator was a mess. Yeah, done that. Franz Sanchez Thompson was a solid journeyman director. Yeah, he was. He made a good Bronson films. So here we go. Now, what's this theme called?
Oh, Team for the Common Mercenary. It's a play on Aaron Copefield's Fanfare for a Common Man.
That's it.
I think it's from the 70s, 1979 or 78 Olympics.
Yes, that's it. Thank you. Austin says it's cool how Glover disabled the Predator's wristband in part 2 by chopping his arm off. Would that have done it? I don't know. Maybe it's linked to their heartbeat or something.
Biometrics. I can do a fucking whole. Oh, never mind. I'm so glad Jen is with me, or else I would never see a tit in my life.
So here we get the the sitcom ending.
Yeah.
Or intro.
Well, people call it sitcom ending, but if you go back, McTiernan was a big Western fan, and if you go back to the likes of Rio Bravo and stuff,
yeah,
the characters that appear in the clouds, or they'd be like, so this is a kind of trope they wanted to go with.
Yeah, and Arnie's the only one that's not reacting to the camera.
Because he survived. He's like, fuck this shit.
Yeah, I'm going back to LA. I got the shits. The Heidi High ending, yes, that's it, friends. So yeah, look at the cast list. It's just 8 people, isn't it? Main cast.
Yeah.
The rest are stunt people. And
Get to the restroom. That's him in the toilet. Get to the restroom. It burns. It burns.
So here we go. Second assistant director. Was it? Yeah, I said it was. What's his face? But no, Craig R. Baxley was just the stunt coordinator. I was blaming him for the directing earlier. Mud makeup by Jefferson Dawn, apparently. Apparently, yeah, they had to spray it like it was from a hose onto him.
The fucking slurry tank. Okay, turn around there. Are you sure this is mud? It doesn't smell like mud.
It stinks. The Greensman. Oh damn! I misforgot it. There's apparently at the ending. There's you can see potted plants in the jungle because, well, yeah, that was a big thing because the scene, location scout was corrupt and led them to a dodgy area that was controlled by other people. So they ended up paying off these other people and having this area of jungle that was going brown and the leaves were falling from.
There was some movie where it was an action movie being shot, and these local warlords came to the site to fucking extort money from the crew. But then the actors all had M16s, or like,
Yeah,
and
what
the
a-
warlords were like, okay.
Robert Kurtzman there doing special effects, but yeah, that does sound familiar. I can't remember where it was now, but apparently, yeah, because what's his name? Stan Winston was asked to work on this, but at the same time, he was working on the Monster Squad, and then the crew always thought Monster Squad would have been the massive hit, also by Shane Black, but then it turned out not to be, and this was. There's Henry Kingy, and just anyone else stumped my eyes. No, I don't recognize that. Knives designed and built by Jack W. Crane. Cool suits for
That
Predator
makes
development.
sense, because in no real world existence would anyone have a fucking knife that big.
This picture is dedicated to the memories of Augustin Utari and something. Yeah. Filmed in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. There we go, 1987s. Although, yeah, so it was 35 years last year, wasn't it? But 35 years now for the UK.
And
There we go. Oh.
yeah, so that was the second part of the Valverde trilogy, a very important movie saga from the 1980s.
Yeah, it's like it took 10 years to complete, didn't it? From was it 84 to, I guess 90. Yeah, 90. Right, where did I get to? Yeah. Right. Austin says, I love the curtain call here with the cast. You rarely see that now. Top Gun Maverick did it again. Yeah, that was nice to see the characters all back, because some of them don't make it. The Trash Dash, Danny. I loved in Predator 2 when the Predator says to Glover, diplomatic immunity. Oh, it's just been revoked, says Bronson. Austin says, which score do you like better, Predator 1 or 2? I can't remember 2 now. I've just watched that one.
Yeah, Franz, that was the third Valverde film.
There you
that was
go.
the last part of the Valverde trilogy.
Probably they shot Rambo 2 in Mexico. So that would make sense. There you go. Which Predator movie has the best poster? Oof. I do like the Predator one where he's got the blades out and he's just all black and white. But no, Predators, and then the Predator has
Predator 2. There's
in LA.
The clock tower poster I like.
Yeah, they do good posters. Right, there we go. That was Predator from 1987. Oof. Right, so check them up to the date. So there we go. So yes, so you opened up. Why do you keep opening up these toys that should stay sealed?
It was a collector-friendly box. This is my newest dude.
Look at that.
He's the scout. He's from Predator 2. He's the guy that's carrying the City Hunter's body when he's dead. But I have a review of him went up today.
Yeah.
So,
have a look at that.
Thank you, Garrett, for letting me pimp it out.
It's all right, because I think the closest to a Predator toy I ever had was an old one that was just a clear plastic Predator that was supposed to be.
Was it the Kenner ones? Oh,
I think it was back in the day. I should have
one.
picked it up when I had the chance. But
yeah, that's NECA. Yeah, I've a shitload of NECA ones, Bronson.
Oh yes, check out his channel. All the lovely toys. Although they're a bit more detailed these days, aren't they?
But what's next for Febru-Arnie?
We have Jeff from 101 Bronson on Friday. I think that's the next thing I haven't.
What's the
have scheduled. What's that? Raw Deal.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Raw Deal on Friday, and then Last Action Hero Sunday, Red Sonja Monday, Terminator Wednesday with Danny from the Trash Dash, and Twins with Mike from the Real Fifth Beatle on the week Friday. Bloody hell. Yeah. And then the interview with Cynthia Rothrock on Friday the 24th.
Oh, sweet. You're interviewing Cynthia Rothrock. You jammy bastard. You're moving up in the world. I am. I gotta give it to you, man. You're fucking You're schmoozing with the stars.
I am. I'll be attending the Academy Awards next year. I can tell. I'll be on the red carpet.
Look, all I'll say is keep Will Smith's wife's name out of your fucking mouth, okay?
But then I'll be in all the papers if I say she's a slag.
Oh, speaking about awards, fucking Johnny Rotten was this close to representing Ireland in Eurovision.
How did that not happen?
I don't know. Maybe Ireland said, "Fuck us. We've had enough. We've no more. We want to win this time."
It's been a while since the 90s, isn't it?
Yeah. Like we're the country who's won it the most, though. Is the thing. I think people just got fed up of Ireland fucking winning.
Yeah, that was true. That's what 3 times in a row, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think 4. Fucking hell. But there's even a joke in Father Tate where it's like, oh, it's like you picked a bad song, so the Ireland wouldn't have to keep on paying to host the fucking thing.
Yes, that's very true. That's the next one. Oh yeah, Danny, the trash dash, used to have the Kenner toys. I love those. Used to. Jeff's got the NECA Ultimate Jungle Hunter from this film. Okay.
Nice.
Franz still has the Kenner Alien Queen figure.
I have that one.
The
tail swings, yeah.
Whip slash tail. Oh, and Jeff's got the Dutch Jungle Encounter figure.
Nice.
Oh, and he's looking forward to Cynthia's interview. And Franz can't make it. Oh, that's a shame. But yeah, Richard Norton might be here as well at some point.
Nice one.
Yeah, we shall see. He's busy in Hawaii for a few weeks. And then he's going to decide. Right. So, yeah, what do you got coming up? You've got anything this weekend?
I am on Monty G. Harmeiser, Monty G's
That was
channel.
it.
So tomorrow night with my beautiful girlfriend and Sean Patrick Gershkin for the horror hangout. We're going to be discussing female characters, both heroes and villains in horror. Should be good crack, and I think our guest is Little Miss Freak Show. So if you can and you're a horror fan, tune into that later on tomorrow. Nice.
Okay. Well, that is true. Yes, the Raw and Predator are pretty much very similar.
Yeah, it's the same. Then fuck it, you could lab Commando in there as well.
I think I don't think the one I've got is like that. But yeah, they're not even. Yeah, that's the all-time greats one, and that's just the the Fox Video one. But yeah, they didn't put much effort in those. That's why I don't like that poster. That's why I prefer this one.
Yeah, it looks cooler.
All right. Let's see. Franz will watch the interview. That's good. Thank you. So next up for Febru-Arnie, Arnie will be infiltrating the mob with Gareth and myself, giving commentary, tuning guys. Yes, Jeff will be there on Friday. So there we go. Right, it's past my bedtime, so let's call it a night. So thanks to Marty.
Thanks for having us, dude.
No, it's always a pleasure. Always welcome. So there we go. Thanks to everyone. I'm trying to look at the chat, but it's not there. Thanks, Rob. See you next time. Good night, everyone. Good night. Danny, Rob, Jeff, Franz, Austin, everyone else that joined in. And we'll see you next time. Good night.